A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Scarlet Knights offense will go to work first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They were all over it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Badgers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gets the back moving. Throwing Joseph. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Left side, it's Rigby. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Badgers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he's in! Touchdown, Badger!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got enough for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain. And
after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The ride. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Between the hashes, it's Black. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Trying to slam in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hand it to the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Drives inside. Nice move to keep running. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go play action with Joseph. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rigby. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. Joseph finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles. Such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And the Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The run inside. It's Jackson. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Throwing Joseph. Back's got it on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. On the run, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Joseph. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Rigby. Turning it on! And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Badgers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying the run, it's Jackson. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing Joseph. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Benjamin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of this drive. He's got it. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
That's reeled in. It's Raymond. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Drops back on 1st down. Myers on the move. Grabbed in the middle. It's Duff. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Hit as he throws. Right side, it's Duff. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He's got enough. There he goes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 12 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes trying to push that win streak to 9 in a row. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Badgers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, his conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
Okay, Holly. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Joseph. Out wide left, it's Harris. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Quick give. It's Raymond. Nice move to keep running. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Misses badly on that one.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, that's the corner's second sack of the game now, and he's doing a great job at the line of scrimmage, not telegraphing that he's blitzing. He's keeping his eyes on the receiver. Right when the ball is snapped, he uses his speed to get in the backfield to bring the quarterback down.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Snags it quickly on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Joseph. Fires left. Makes a connection. At the 35, he's got room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Joseph on the play action. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Straight ahead, it's Raymond. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Second down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Duff. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Joseph rolls right, gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Long way to go on second down. Left side, it's Rigby. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Joseph. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Harris. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now on 2nd down. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Swats it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. They're all over him. And he gets it away.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Taking a shot. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hits inside, it's Jackson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, it's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Plows his way ahead. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Dupree. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good, and now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.